Good day everyone, and welcome to Adventures with Parker. Today is Seasons Pass Preview Day here at Canada's Wonderland. We are back for the first time this season, and I could not be happier. I have missed this place so much. It's been such a long off season. Like I said, it's so good to be back, and I mean, today we're going to be checking out everything that's new around the park. I don't believe that Snoopy's Runaway Railway or Tundra Twister are open yet. We will go over to those areas just to check them out, but we won't be able to see them in action per se, but that's all right. There's still lots of other things around the park to see and do. I have so many friends that I gotta check in with and catch up with, so yeah, today's gonna be such an awesome day. And without any further ado, let the Wonderland adventures begin. The rope has been dropped. Everyone is in the park right now. I'm with Sammy, and we are heading to Yukon Striker as my first coaster of the season. You've been on a few coasters already.
And I came yesterday. But definitely let's marathon this.
Alright, first ride of the season was Yukon Striker. We rode in the back row, and it was so good to be back on a roller coaster. It was a little cold though. It's not the nicest day today, so yeah, it's a little chilly, and it is starting to rain. So we're hoping to get on some of the major coasters before it really starts coming down. So, Sammy, where are we headed next?
Behemoth!
Yes! Here comes Minebuster, and the original logo isn't on the front of the trains anymore. So sad. Alrighty, my first wooden coaster of the day was Minebuster, which received a bit of retracking over the off season. So it felt very different from the last time I rode it for sure. I felt like there was more airtime, a little bit smoother in some sections. Of course, we did ride in the back, so it was still a pretty wild ride, and the rain did not help. It'll be interesting to try that later on in the season when it's a nicer day. Also, the tunnel lights are on. I've never seen that before. I didn't even know there were lights in the tunnel, but yeah, it's different. Okay, a not so welcome change for this year is that all of the trees were taken down around Swing of the Century. It looks so naked. It used to be so pretty and grown in. It was like a little, I don't know, like a little hidden grove or something, but now it's just out here all exposed. You can see the sawdust where the trees used to be. I hate this. I hate this so much. I'm sorry, Wonderland. What are you doing? You're disappointing me here. Call me the Lorax of Wonderland, but bring back the trees. I just did Vortex, and it was such a wet ride. Like, the rain got into my eyes the whole time. Still fun, but could have been better. All right, so Yukon Striker is experiencing a temporary delay right now, but we are heading over to Lazy Bear Lodge, a new restaurant that opened last year in the fall. Now, if you remember, I've eaten here once before during Winterfest, and I haven't tried the regular menu yet, so I'm kind of excited to kind of try it all over again for the first time. Okay, looks like this Ferris being a little peeking Tom up on the roof there. Not sure how I feel about that, but each to their own.
Hello.
I'm also joined by Amadeo, and I'm Bryan still with us. Okay, this place is looking a little crowded, but given the weather outside, I don't mind spending a bit of time waiting here. Not mad at all. Here's a look at the menu for this year. And if you have the dining pass, you can get a platter, which includes a choice of an entree, a side, and some cornbread. Can't really go wrong with that. That kind of reminds me of the farmhouse over at Cedar Point. So I'm glad we have this here at Wonderland now. Okay, we couldn't find any seating inside, so ended up on the patio, but with this view, I can't really be mad at that. Anyways, I got the Korean barbecue chicken, as well as some mixed veggies, and like I said earlier, it also came with cornbread. Amadeo, what'd you end up getting?
Beef brisket, potato wedges, and the cornbread.
Nice. Hi, Amanda.
Hi guys, it's me, Bryan from Adventures with Parker. The Superman is back in town. You know what I'm saying? Look where we're at. Oh, I don't know. Are we in a toy boat? No, we're at Wonderland. And with my boyfriend, the Ed Sheeran, look who I made him wear.
Yes,
He's wearing
some
a
fancy sweater wear here.
Famous guy. If you guys want to learn more, you know who to hang out with. Adventures with Parker. So see you guys later.
All right, another new thing at Wonderland this year. There's some new signs. You can see a new sign for the Mediterranean kitchen, which sounds really good. I'm gonna have to eat there at some point this season. I always forget that this place exists, so catch me there at some point. All right, like I said earlier, it's not open today, but here's a look at Tundra Twister. You can see that the seating portion is all unwrapped now. I heard it was doing some oh, hello, Yukon Striker. Anyways, I heard it was doing a bit of testing yesterday. It doesn't seem to be moving today. But yeah, there it is. I'm so excited to try this out later this season. So hopefully it opens soon. Rumor has it it's going to be open by May 2 for a weekend, so we'll have to check back then. Just got off of Yukon Striker. That was the most terrible experience I've ever had on a coaster.
Guys, I'm sorry, but look at the face.
That was awful. Like, I could not see the whole time. Like, I had to like cover my face, but then because I couldn't see, do you feel nauseous too?
Yes,
Like,
I did this. It kept going on my nose. Like rocks were thrown at me. I don't know what's worse, freezing rain or that.
yeah, no, this is not fun. I'm sorry, Yukon. I love you so much, but I can't do you in the rain.
Yukon, you let us down.
That's actually what it looks like on the 401 every time I drive through the park. Just like that. All right, for the first time today and for the first time in 2023, We are riding Leviathan, Canada's tallest, fastest, and the longest roller coaster, and one of my personal favorites here at the park. Now, I do love this ride, and I will never say no to it, but with the rain and the weather, and with how our previous rides have been, I am not looking forward to it. I think this is going to be another painful one. All right, we're taking a quick peek into the Varsity Club, which is where you'll find most of your coaster merch this year. Right off the bat, we have some of those tie-dye things back again.
Did you guys see all the pins? They have all the retro pins.
Retro pins, you say?
And Keith, look at it.
They're all down there.
Nice, I love that.
Like the originals.
There's one over here.
Where?
Right over there on that
Yeah,
side.
Okay, I'm personally not a fan of these kind of shirts. I don't know, they're just not my style. But things like this that are just like simple, kind of vintage looking, those are the kind of shirts I want. So this one I might pick up at some point. I don't know, we'll see. These tarot card themed ones are pretty cool too. Ooh, and this classic collection is back. These style of shirts were introduced during the park's 40th anniversary, and I really quite like them. Again, I just like the vintage styles. Of course, joining the collection is some Tundra Twister merch. Love that. Oh wow, and they even have some 40th anniversary merch here. You can see the 40th anniversary logo on these mugs. A couple of t-shirts here. Yeah. That was back in 2021. That was the first season after the pandemic, and I have so many memories. I think my channel really kind of jump-started in that year, so I'm very nostalgic for this merch, even though it isn't that old. It brings back so many good memories. I met a lot of my coaster friends in that year as well, so yeah. Okay, we're over in the Wonderland Emporium now, and as much as I'm not the biggest fan of the tie-dye merch, this Snoopy one is looking very cute. Yeah, it looks like they've stuffed this store with a lot of the Snoopy merch, and I'm not mad about it. The Charlie Brown shirt, very cute. Snoopy in a Woodstock sweater, it's very nice. Oh, and look at this cute little teddy bear. I love that. Oh, and look at this. Of course, it wouldn't be Wonderland without all those Squishmallows. It's always so adorable. I love that the park does some ride-specific ones. And bees, for some reason. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but we like the bees. I'm not mad at that. Looks like there's some more ride merch here. Definitely not as much as there was in the other store, but still, we've still got a few options. I also gotta say I'm a big fan of these large mugs here. And I don't know if these are supposed to be like Leviathan themed, but the color scheme definitely goes along with that. Means I'm guessing this one is Vortex. Guessing this one is Vortex. Also, there's a random wiener dog here. There's a random. Don't know why or what the purpose is, but it's here. Alright, we are now entering into Planet Snoopy to check out the new, for 2023 roller coaster, the newest credit here at Canada's Wonderland, Snoopy's Racing Railway. But first, the group has decided to take a ride on Boo Blasters, which is always a good time. And it's inside, so we'll stay dry. Alrighty, I scored 570 points, which makes me a beginner blaster. Wah wah. But those guns are so hard to shoot. Most of the effects were working though, so I guess that's a plus.
Stop, blasters down. I'm in. So I got a total of 400 points.
Hello, Snoopy.
I need a little. That's
Boop.
exactly what I was gonna do.
Nice doggy.
All right, and here's our first look at Snoopy's Racing Railway. All right, here we can get a really good look at the train. It's looking actually really good. It's kind of themed, which is nice. Got some of the track up there. some of the final turnaround here. Okay, so obviously the ride isn't open yet. I'm not exactly sure when it's supposed to be open, probably in late May, early June, but it does look really fun. I am so disappointed because Canada's Wonderland has stated that you will need to be accompanied by a child or, be a child in order to ride. So childless theme park adults like myself are out of luck on this one, but it's still a great addition for the park. I'm actually so happy we had this here. I just really hope that this policy can be changed or relaxed later on further down the line. Another cool thing about this coaster is that it's manufactured by Art Imagineering, which is the same people behind the track portion of Wonderland's Guardians. But yeah, can't wait to see this up and running, and I hope to show it off more in a future video. Oh my gosh, you can still see the old Dinosaurs Alive booth. I'm surprised that hasn't been removed yet. That's so funny. But yeah, you can see more of the ride over here. Canada's newest coaster credit.
Your name's Quenten, his name's Quenten. Oh yeah, my name's Quenten. Yeah, it's has an E, not the I.
How you doing today? Hello.
We're waiting to not be stuck here on the Costa Costa. Let's see how long this takes. Guys, can you reach?
Well, at least I got some good views of Snoopy's Racing Railway. So this is a unique perspective, I guess. Still stuck though. How you guys doing out there?
We're doing alright.
Are you guys okay?
This is awesome though, actually. So unfortunately, around that point, my phone ended up dying on me. I was actually supposed to meet up with my friends Chloe and Brianna that day as well, but I just wasn't able to connect with them. But you know what? I just stayed with the group. We ended up enjoying more of our favorite rides, and we ended up having just an amazing first day at the park. I mean, the weather was pretty terrible for the majority of it, but it did end up clearing by the end of the night. So our last few rides on Behemoth and Leviathan were a lot better than our first ones. I'm very excited to see what the rest of the season brings, especially when Tundra Twister opens. Now, at the time that this video is coming out, Snoopy's Racing Railway has already opened. Not that it matters to me, because obviously, like I said earlier, I'm not able to ride anyways, but I'm really looking forward to Tundra Twister. I'll definitely be back to check that one out, and that'll be its own special video. And speaking of upcoming videos, we have officially entered Season 7 of Adventures with Parker. I already have a few good adventures under my belt, including the opening day of Cedar Point, my visit to the Jurassic World exhibition, my visit to the CN Tower with Mitch. So all of those are going to be coming out over the next few weeks, and at some point I'm going to create a video kind of outlining my plans for the season. I was hoping to do that before this video, but I figured I'm already pretty behind. I should get this one and at least my Cedar Point one out right away, so you may still notice a few aesthetic changes on the channel as well coming out too. I kind of wanted to do this whole revamp ahead of time, but hey, life doesn't always work out that way, and you know what? It'll happen when it happens. That's kind of the joy of having this channel, is that it really is an adventure in all aspects, including behind the scenes. Anyways, if you'd like to see more videos from theme parks, attractions, and beyond, be sure to subscribe. You can also find me on Instagram and Twitter at ADBParker, and on TikTok at Adventures with Parker. As always, big shout out to my patrons for all of the extra support you guys give me. And if you would like to support the channel for as little as $2 a month and in exchange receive some sweet perks, I do like a Maps and Mail Club, I do extra videos. I'm actually about to work on my full in-depth review of the live action Little Mermaid movie. So all of that is happening on Patreon. So if that's something that interests you, you can head over to patreon.com/advparker to learn more. I also have my merch shop, Adventure Outposts, and with Pride Month just around the corner, I have some pretty cool Pride-inspired designs. I am absolutely obsessed with how they turned out. So if you want to grab some for yourself, that can all be found at awpmerch.myspreadshop.com. Once again, thank you so much for joining me for this first video of Season 7, and until next time, the adventures are calling. See ya!